I'm Connor. I'm 23. I live in Long Beach, California, and I was diagnosed in 2015 with depression, anxiety, and PTSD. And there are a couple reasons why I was diagnosed with those things. And the first, you have to understand that it was originally a chemical imbalance. And what that means is the chemicals in my brain aren't at the levels that they should be at in a normal human being. So I have that, and the reason I had the chemical imbalance is because I happened to get it from it being hereditary in my family. There are multiple people in my family who struggle with anxiety or depression, and I was one of the lucky ones to get that. So I actually am now very, very thankful that it is something that's in my life, because I've been able to inspire and help others who go through the same thing, and having that support system is the most important thing, especially when I was going through it. Having that support system and having someone that would understand where I was coming from, I thought that would have been the most valuable thing. So that is exactly why I'm happy to be doing these videos for you guys, in case you or someone you know struggles with these issues. So it's hereditary in my family, and in 2014 I was going through a period of getting my second shoulder surgery, which was my career-ending baseball surgery. And with baseball consuming 100% of my life, Monday through Sunday, when I had surgery, I wasn't able to do any of that for at least 9 to 10 months. And that really, really affected me, because I didn't know what to do with myself, and I was bored. I didn't have any motivation. I didn't have any purpose to my life anymore, so I thought at the time. And that got it started with spiraling down into a very, very depressive state, and ultimately my lowest point in my life. So I had surgery, and that completely phased me out of life, and I thought there was no will to live. Obviously I got over dramatic about it, and I didn't know what else to do. So after the baseball thing, I was in a relationship. I was living with a woman, and I won't get into any details about the relationship or say anything negative about her, but and she broke up with me like very soon after that. So that was a whole nother heartbreak in itself that just kept the spiral going lower and lower. And then about a week after the breakup, for the next 3 months, I had 5 people very, very close to me, and people that I knew who lived near me had passed away within those 3 months. So I was surrounded by death. I had just gotten or was in the middle of a breakup, and I had a chemical imbalance, which I did not know about at the time, going on, and I was not able to go to my usual outlet to forget those problems with baseball. So that combination right there, that equals depression and anxiety, and can lead to PTSD, especially if you are surrounded by death and things of that nature. So with that, I won't get into the night that everything changed for me. That's you can read that in my book. I'll leave a link in the description below. But after that, there was the day after that I realized I needed to get help, and I couldn't do it on my own, and I definitely needed someone to take a look and diagnose me, and so we can get the best help possible. 2015, I go see a specialty doctor that deals specifically with anxiety, depression, and mental health. And they are the Amen Clinics, AMEN clinics in Costa Mesa, California. They are by far the best doctors and psychologists in Southern California, because they get down to the wire when it comes to dealing with your or figuring out what your issues and problems might be. And they're the only doctors that do official brain scans of your brain and take a look, and they even show you and go over what spots of a normal brain look like versus your brain. So it's very cool to see the new technology that they use, and they're the nicest people ever, and I recommend that place #1 over any other place to anyone struggling with mental health. To speed things up, I got help from them, and in 2016 I was finally able to say I have overcame that downward spiral that the whole 2014 and 15 had sent me in. Then 2017 hits, and now I'm able to cope with it, and I'm coping. So it's something I still struggle with on a daily basis. It's something that is not over yet, but I have learned the tips and tricks through different doctors and psychologists recommended by the Amen Clinics at the Amen Clinics that have really helped me and taught me how to live a very fulfilling day-to-day life. So thank you guys so much for listening to my story and hearing a little bit more about where I came from and my background and how depression and anxiety and PTSD has affected my life. So I really do hope these tips and tricks in these videos help you out and hopefully encourage you and inspire you to become more of an advocate and be more aware that depression, anxiety, mental health is a real thing, and it doesn't need to be kept under the rug. It doesn't need to be a secret. It's okay to talk about, because the more we talk about things, that's how we're going to learn. And don't forget, March 3rd, I Am is coming out with the I Am Survivor shirt. And what this is basically a shirt that helps bring awareness to mental health. And Survivor with the I, that's a semicolon. And if you guys don't know what the semicolon is, I suggest you look it up. You can look up the Semicolon Project. I'll leave a link in the description below. And I'll also leave the website for I Am Clothing. Their new shirt dropping March 3rd, this Saturday. Check them out.